Happy Pride Month, happy summer solstice, and most importantly to me, this is the 1 year YouTube anniversary for Jeepers JC. So, to honor that, this video is going to have everything. We're going to have a makeup tutorial, we're going to have an event walkthrough, a thrift store walkthrough, some crafts, some of my favorites. I'm just trying to compact everything I've liked to do or similar to what I've done in the past year in one video for our anniversary episode. So I'm going to start this video by doing a makeup look that is encompassing Pride, summer solstice, goth, alternative, edgy, and me. So get your beverage. I've already got my poison beverage ready, and get comfortable and join me. I am mostly going to wing this makeup look per usual. When I do these for you guys, I'm typically searching for inspiration on Instagram, but we're just gonna wing it today, and however I feel like doing this. Mostly my eyes, because everything else is, you know, regulated routine of how I do my makeup. So we are going to wing the eyeballs today. But anyways, how have y'all been? How are y'all doing? It's been a hot minute since I've done a full look. I've had a lot going on in my life. It has been dramatic and hectic, but we are gonna roll with the punches so we can get this video together. I'm just starting out with a base right now of concealer, the e.l.f. brand. This is how I typically do it, just to start out, because I am so pale, and my experience with foundation is limited, so don't look at me crazy. This is just how I start it every time. I'm sure you guys have seen it in the past. Work with whatever you think is best. I know a lot of tutorials out there, specifically tutorials where they contour. This is not how they do it, but like I've said a million times, and I will say a million more, I am not an expert. I didn't go to any schooling. My knowledge is based off of things that I see, and this is just what works best for me and my skin. And this is not a brag, but I don't really need a whole lot of coverage, if I'm being honest with you. And I don't typically like foundation, because a lot of foundations that I've come across, they hide all of my beauty marks on my face. So I have done a new routine where I can show them off more. Now, my contour, I use the Fenty Beauty Stick, and if you've never used anything Fenty, just know it is worth the money. And I'm gonna look a little crazy for a second. Okay, so what I've been up to. I haven't posted a video on my channel in a few weeks. There's big reasoning for that. I had a lot of stuff going on with my son, as you guys have either seen or heard before. I have a young son that I take care of full time. So he's taken a lot of my time now that it is summer. I'm sure if you're a parent and you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I have him a lot of the time. We just hang out, and we've been swimming a lot. It's been in the 90s here in Ohio. It is insanely hot, but we're rolling with the punches. Like I said, I can always adapt to the heat. Can't really adapt to the cold when you're frozen solid, but here we are. Other than that, I have just been binge watching a lot of TV, like an unhealthy amount of TV. I don't know if my following reaches in this direction, but I do watch Bridgerton. So I've been watching parts 1 and 2. I also recently discovered the show called Gen V. Gen V and The Boys. So I started watching Gen V. They only have one season out on Amazon Prime, and then I discovered this show called The Boys. So I ripped through the first 3 seasons of The Boys, started the first 3 episodes of season 4 of The Boys. I've also been watching House of the Dragon. A lot of TV time. And if you guys don't know this about me, I am an avid watcher, meaning anything that is popular or horror related or just general, you know, it's trending online, I'm probably watching it or I have already watched it before. So feel free to message me, comment, follow my social media platforms, and we can have a conversation about why we are not Team Green on House of the Dragon. Someone had asked me on a previous video on the Jeepers JC channel what my top 5 favorite horror movies are, and it took me quite some time to figure that out, if I'm being honest with you, because there's so many movies I have seen in my lifetime up until this point. But I would have to say top 5 hands down, it's got to be Silent Hill. Silent Hill is always going to be in there, no matter if they recreate it in the future or they keep adding installments to it. My second is probably going to be Evil Dead 2. Yes, the one from the 80s. And yes, I know it's corny. That's kind of why I like it. I think it far beats the first original Evil Dead, just because Ash's storyline, and they let the actor Bruce Campbell, who played Ash, have a big part in the second movie, so I really appreciate that too. And that also comes with the argument of when they bring it up in the original Scream movie, Jamie Kennedy's character, he says something about the sequels are never as good as the original. Evil Dead 2 is a hard argument for that, Mr. Kennedy. Speaking of corny and older movies, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a hard number 3, if not number 1. As some of you know, my son, because of my favorite movie, is now obsessed with Killer Clowns. There are Killer Clowns all over my room and his, so I really appreciate my son having the same interests as me, although if that does change in his age, I'm completely fine with it. I'm not going to be one of those moms like, you have to like what I like and this is why and this is the only way we can bond. I will never understand that, but for the time being, yes. My young son likes Killer Clowns. Loves Killer Clowns. Number 4. If I have to think about it, honestly, I want to throw the Goosebumps series into a top 5 favorite movies just because it has impacted me strongly. I also had somebody ask me in a previous video, why do you like the scary stuff that you do? What drew you towards this community? Goosebumps. I mean, for a lot of us, I feel like Goosebumps is up there as far as influences into the horror, I want to call it a horror community, but like horror movie community, I would say is better. Okay, it's looking a little cloudy. Just make sure if you're doing like heavy contour, moisturize. Specifically moisturizer that has an SPF in it, since you know I'm always out and about when I do look like this at events, inside, outside, so anyways, that leads me to number 5 on my list, and that would be Creature from the Black Lagoon. I have an extensive creature collection. I don't know if you guys can see it up there. I have had that up there for a while, but I have a Creature from the Black Lagoon original lunchbox. It was worth every penny. So my collection grows. you guys ever wanted to purchase me anything, please keep it at Creature from the Black Lagoon or Killer Clowns from Outer Space. A lot of tutorials, when they're contouring, they use setting powder because they put a shit ton and it's like layer after layer after layer. So I do use setting powder, but only in the spots that need to be extra white. This, again, you guys, this is just my method. It's what works best for me, but I use the Mayron setting powder. It comes in this huge thing like that. For big makeup looks or like bold makeup looks, I tend to gravitate towards all of the, what do they call it, costume or stage makeup. And that just works best for me. So, and I buy it in bulk because, as most of you know, during Halloween season, my social media gets flooded with my 31 looks of Halloween in October. So I'll do a different costume or makeup look for all 30 days. New one each day gets posted. Sometimes I have to post 2 in a day just because of how my scheduling is. It's really hard to do these makeup looks specifically during Halloween season because of my son. He wants to be up my ass while I do them, and he wants me to do his too, so that whole process just takes forever freaking long, and I have to coordinate schedules about doing these looks whenever he is at a friend's or at daycare or so on and so forth. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows next. I use liquid eyeliner for my eyebrows because my hair is dyed black, but my natural color is like this ashy gray blonde, so I'm gonna be very up close and personal to you for a couple minutes while I talk, and I'm sure you guys don't mind, otherwise you probably wouldn't be on this channel. So I see in the YouTube Halloween community, a lot of you guys are talking about all of the stuff that has been dropped at home and Miss Joanne. So let's talk about that for a second, because not only do I go to these places, I go to them several different times in June. If you're new to the community or the Halloween schedule, Joanne and At Home always drop in June, whether it be the beginning or middle of June, but it is June. So that is not a surprise to most of us. The thing that surprises me is that since the pandemic, I feel like they've been trying to cater more towards our community, because I keep seeing new lines dropped and lines I've never even seen related to it before. I.e. whatever Michael's dropped. That was giving very Taylor Swift, but I want to be spooky girl. Whatever. The other thing is that I know you guys are excited about the at-home stuff that dropped because it seems like a lot of shit, but a lot of it is repeat from last year. And I would know, because one of my first videos last year, I went to At Home and I got that big orange pumpkin that's in my thumbnail, guys. So I went back, not last weekend but the weekend before, to look for the black one, because when I originally went there in my first video, I wanted that big black pumpkin and I was gonna get 2 of them, but they sold out, and it was the second week of June. So I know you guys get all excited and stuff, but the main reason is because this stuff is out every year, but you also have to time it correctly so you can get the stuff that you see online. It's almost like as soon as you see it, you have to go to your nearest store. And not only that, you have to go to all of them around that. So it's a lot of time. Needless to say, I tried again this year. Wasn't available. So if you guys see any of those black plug-in jack-o'-lanterns that take up a whole passenger seat of a car, please let me know, because I would love to have one. I did my brows off camera because they were making me mad. Anyways, I have started to collect blow molds, so that is another thing that's new. We went to a vintage antique thrift store, and I'll show you guys that in this video, but they had an ungodly amount of blow molds for like anywhere from $25 to $800. So I picked up a couple there and just decided that I'm gonna start a blow mold collection. I've seen many images of people that have the entertainment centers in their living room, and they just have 1,000 jack-o'-lantern blow molds there, and I've just always loved that aesthetic, so we're gonna start that. And I will also put like the pumpkins I got at home and just random light up pumpkins that I see. So I guess it's not blow mold specific, it's just big pumpkins I'm collecting. I was thinking maybe my Killer Clown palette would be the best to do for my Pride / Summer Solstice / Goth makeup look that I'm attempting today. So maybe we'll just do rainbow eyeshadow and just heavy black eyeliner to throw in the goth, and then like a different blush for the solstice. I don't know, you guys, we're winging it together. But I have grown contradictory to what I said about this palette in my palette review video. It's growing on me. It is growing on me for sure. It always feels weird when I take long breaks from makeup and then I get inspired to do it again all of a sudden. I'm gonna be honest with you. But it's like riding a bike. So this one, I'm gonna do all the fire colors. So I have the glittery orange in the middle, red and yellow. Then we'll blend those out, and then the other one I'll do the cool tones, purple, blue. There is a like a teal turquoise color in here. I wonder how that would fare next to these two colors. And my green is sparkly too, so maybe we'll do it that way. Okay. Whoa. Some of these colors I haven't used yet. I usually stick to greens, neutral colors, and reds for my eyeshadows. So this is new. Let's do a purple. I'm not gonna do the teal color today. I will save that for a different look. Alright, time to blend them out. Okay, so I blended out my eyes. I added the eyeliner. It's not as big as I wanted it to be, but it gets the point across. I was thinking about doing maybe an orange blush, or I'm not sure. This is going to be my first and only attempt at orange blush, and we are using the Revolution palette orange to do it. Okay. Just subtle. Doesn't look subtle in the mirror, but it looks subtle on the camera, so. And do a little bit on my lips. Gonna take fan brush and my Ghost Face highlighter palette and just gonna dust it up with glitter. I have not always been a glitter girl. If you would have asked me even a few years ago if I wore highlighter, the answer would have been no, absolutely not. I have come to love it. Got some eyelashes on, not well, but they're on there. So yeah, we're gonna do this bright ass orange lipstick because I'm wearing a skirt to match it. And to that one guy, that one viewer who said in the comments last year that I look like a clown for overdrawing my lipstick, this one's for you. So this is pretty much the finished look. I might fix some things here and there, but it's giving clown and I love it. So with all of that being said, the look is now finished. It's been a year since I started the YouTube channel. And I started the YouTube channel because I do this stuff. I've been doing this kind of stuff for the longest time, and I decided why not broadcast it on a platform somewhere, meet a community, interact with you guys, meet some new people at these events that I go to all the time, share some common interests, because a lot of my family and friends and significant others, they don't favor Halloween and spooky macabre the way I do. So this is me just extending friendship. I did not expect my channel to get as many subscribers as I have today, so thank you guys for that. You guys viewing and interacting means the most to me, and I know comparatively I don't have shit for my channel, but that wasn't the goal. The goal was to expand my personal community. The goal was to meet new people, find new places around Ohio that go hand in hand with my interests, buy new shit and show you guys. With no more that needs to be said, again, thank you guys for, liking, commenting, subscribing, interacting with me, meeting me in person. Jim, it's been great to meet you. Some of the vendors, thank you guys for letting me display your product and art on my channel. I will forever be grateful of everything that we have all accomplished together in the past year for my channel, and I'm even more excited for the next year to come. So I think that is all that I can say, and let's move on to the next event for this episode. Hi there. I wanted to show you guys this super cool take a book, leave a book. We always see it while we garage sale on the weekends, and I've always wanted to show you guys. So this is mostly an Alice in Wonderland themed book box. Well, doesn't this look familiar? Do you guys remember last year when I took one of these little Tykes houses from the 90s and made it into a haunted house? Apparently I'm not the only one that does that.